Chame. So my parents and brothers, do they remember me? Bhaginyaha, sisters हो, भ्रातृपुत्राः, children of brother. because ये जो relations होते हैं ना उन दिनों में, they used to have the joint families regularly meeting very nearby. छुट-मुट घटनाएं होते हुए भी they had that fondness love. Not like today that everybody is educated, everybody is rich, they have their own purchasing capacity. Therefore, we don't need your dependency on you. We have our own money to throw and do whatever you want. ऐसा नहीं होता था वहाँ. Even though they are rich, but they had the respect for the family and staying together, like those beautiful qualities. So therefore, here she is asking about all of them. Then Bhratrupurtrascha Jamayaha Sakhya Evacha. All these Jamatrus as well as Sakhi log, how they are all, she is asking. Okay. All Sakhya means all these friends. Jamaya means all the family members, etc. Mm. Thereafter, she focuses her attention to Lord Krishna. It's a beautiful 4 5 slokas of love for Krishna, respect for Krishna, faith in Krishna, stuti of Krishna, as well as prayer from Krishna. All the five prayer to Krishna. She has beautifully expresses here. First, Bhratreyaha, Bhagavan Krishna. I just chant and leave a little pause for you to catch. Bhratrayaha, brothers, son. So that brother word is come from Bhrata. संस्कृत हो और इंग्लिश में ऐसा देखो कितने शब्द नीचे नीचे मिल बहुत पास में मिलते हैं संस्कृत और इंग्लिश. सो भ्रात्रेय son of my brother, Bhagavan is a Lord only, Krishna. By now, Krishna has become famous, that is Bhagavan only. Then Sharanyaha, Bhratrayaha, brother's son, but he is a Bhagavan, name is Krishna. Sharanyaha, worthy of surrender by all of us. Then Bhakta Vatsalaha, he has got special love Vatsalya for all those who have Bhakti Shraddha for him. So these are the things she taught to Pandavas. That is why they were always in devotion to Krishna. Krishna was fond of them. Therefore only he said, Akrura, जाके पता करके आओ क्या हाल है. If needed, I'll go and help them. So, Paitrushva Seyan Smrati. Is he remembering his fathers, sisters, we all? Racha Amruha Ikshana. Balramji, whose eyes are like lotus petal. Is he remembering us? The Buaji log कहते हैं ना. So do they remember us? Special Krishna is what? Krishna Sharanyaha Bhaktavatsalaha. Now she expresses her dukkha. Our Kunti Mata is Sapatna Madhye Shochantim. So much misery in between the Sapatnis. Sapatnis, especially is Gandhari and all. Shochantim Vrukanam Harinimiva. Like the deer in between all the jackals and foxes. How frightening. They always try to attack नोच नोच के कोशिश करते हैं. So she was going through that. Unless why will she speak lies? Again the same thing. As Dhrutarashtra has got jealousy for Pandavas, as Duryodhana they have got jealousy of Pandavas, even Gandhari etc. Our children are not so good or powerful or famous like Pandavas. So अंदर के जलन होता ही रहता है. Only the spiritual knowledge and knowledge gained from the Mahatmas about how in Vyavahara we have to live with good qualities protects us from our own minds tending to become negative when we see somebody is prospering and growing, even if they are our own friends and family members, relatives and near and dear ones. ये तो इनएविटेबल है शुरू से लेकर और इससे ही बचना हमको इम्पोर्टेंट है. And I believe our spiritual sadhana product, the maturity as to how to decently behave inside and outside so that we don't become our own liability or shatru. So sapatni, I am with all those sapatni madhye shochantim sapatna, sorry, not sapatni. Sapatna means shatrus actually. Sapatna madhye shochantim. So all of them take these Pandavas Kunti as shatru only. उनके बीच में मैं शोक में हमेशा हूँ. वृकाणाम हरिणी मिवा, like the deer in the center of all those jackals etc. Then santoishyati mam vakyaihi. Will he come anytime and do the Santana to me with his wonderful words? Is it not? Bhagavan being Bhagavan, his few words are enough to console, to remove all the fears or dukkhas or hopelessnesses, and again they reinstate and reinstill hope for life in our hearts. That's the beauty of meeting great saints and Mahatmas. They see to it that we are inspired to live life, we are inspired to live a noble life and spiritual life. That's why be in touch with them, allow them to speak. Don't shut their mouth with your ego, with your own strong likes and dislikes, which you entertain thoroughly in your samsara. Most unfortunate thing is, whatever the things we have while living with the samsaric people, same types of arrogances, likes, dislikes, we try to exhibit in front of Mahatmas and we deny their blessings and guidance. So one of the crime we do to ourselves. Never do that. So she says, will he come and console me? Because the words of Krishna, divine, nectarine, full of truth, full of wisdom, full of love, full of compassion, full of blessings. Will he do that to me? And also, Pitruhinansa Balakan, these children who have lost their father, can he come and console? Can he come and love them? Can he come and give the assurances? Is it possible? And Kunti, otherwise she is strong, though she is staying with in that place of Hastinapura, but Dhrutarashtra ke wahan. Phir bhi, when from, see these women folk, in that masculine, matlab apna in-laws के घर में रहते हैं अच्छी तरह, but when family members come, especially when they are fond, they express all their dukha to them. अगर कुछ है तो they also then give consolation and they want nothing. Then they can conquer all that. 5 minutes of some consolation, somebody to listen our dukkha. And they are a very strong women folk. They know how to come out of all problems. Men act like they are strong, but they are more dependent on women than the men. Generally, हम देख सकते हैं. So she is strong otherwise all the 5 children she brought up right from beginning with all honesty, values and devotion to the Lord. Pandu Maharaj died when they were young. Then Madri, she entered onto the pyre, Sati Sagavanam, giving her 2 sons, Nakula Vasudeva to her. Nakula Vasudeva born to Madri. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, only these three are the Kunti Putras. She is very strong. But now she says, Krishna is Bhagavan, will he come and console me? Will he come and console these children who are without father now? He Pitruhinansha Balakan. Having said so beautifully, Sri Shloka, 3 slokas, Kunti Mata's beautiful stuti of Krishna, worth studying. Krishna Krishna Maha Yogin. See, Krishna Krishna Maha Yogin. Here, yogi means who is always successful in all his endeavors, initiatives. Yoga means success. Yoga means prapti. Yoga means unison. Yoga means oneness. Yoga means achievement. Yoga means fortune. So many meanings that can be seen. Here for Krishna, Mahayogin means anything he plans to do, he does them successfully. Nobody can stop him. Mahayogin. Hey Krishna, Mahayogi. So Yogeshwara, Mahayogeshwara. This is how Krishna is called. Krishna Mahayogina, Vishwatman, the Lord who is the self of the entire universe. Vishwa Bhavana. The one Bhavana has 2 meanings. One who created the world, Bhavana means the loves, therefore he protects, nurtures, nourishes the world. All the 3 beautiful meanings are there in the word the Vishwa Bhavana, who is the creator of the world. Tomorrow we'll see Bhavanam word in our Taittiriya Upanishad. He is the creator of the world and he is the lover of the world, and he expresses his love to the world by continually nurturing, nourishing, protecting, taking care. Other means. Therefore, you are the self of the whole world. You are the lover and caretaker of the world. Hey Krishna, you are Mahayogin. Prapannam Papi Gwahi Govinda. Oh Govinda, we are Prapanna, totally surrendered at your feet. Pahi, please हमारा हर तरह से रक्षा करो. Not only me, Shishubhischa, Avasidatim, I am suffering day by day, becoming miserable for so many problems that are happening along with my children. So I am suffering with my own children, means what I, including my children, are going through such catastrophes or difficulties or problems imposed by these people. तो किस किस तरह की बातें करते होंगे, एक्शंस करते होंगे, in a biased manner they must be behaving, intolerable they are all. Actually the kingdom belongs to Pandu का युधिष्ठिर को आना चाहिए. अब धृतराष्ट्र अब लेखपाल कर रहा है उसका, वेटिंग फॉर कौरवास और दुर्योधना टू ग्रो. So that is how to hand it over to him. ये सब फिर कहानी you all know. So कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिन विश्वात्मन विश्वभावना प्रपन्नम पाहि गोविंद शिशुविश्चावसीदतिम. Avasidana is going through difficulties. I am suffering and my children are suffering so much. Please, I am surrendering to you. Prapannam pahi is not a good shloka for all of us also. Daily to close eyes, 5 minutes and chant. Chant and pray for yourself, for your own family, children, first for their safety, prosperity, then values and spirituality, then extend your prayers for the entire universe as we saw in the beginning today. Lovely shloka. Krishna Krishna, Mahayogin, Vishwatman, Vishwabhavana, Prapannam Pahi, Govinda, Shishuvishcha Avasidatim. शिशुओं के साथ इतने दुखी हूं मैं, शिशुओं के कारण नहीं, बच्चे और हम सब मिलकर इतने दुखी हैं, तो हमको रक्षा करो. We should pray this for our Sanatana Dharma also. Hey Krishna Krishna, let Sanatana Dharma be given full strength and wings to soar high and stand high to guide everyone in the universe. Okay, then next one, wonderful these two shlokas of surrender by Kunti Mata. Nanyat tava padam bhojat pashyami sharanam nunam. For all the human beings, I don't find other than your own feet the points of surrender. And this how detailedly we studied in the 10th, 12th Skandha, 3rd chapter. So much of the teachings our Shukadevji has done to Parikshit. And Adhyatma Ramayana, every chapter is conveying to us these sublime, beautiful sadhanas. Please don't get lost in the flood of worldliness. Don't get lost in the floods of thoughts of the mind. All the time, something or the other than divine. Come what may, every day we have to spare few hours to be deeply, intensely, regularly, sincerely involved in our shastras. नहीं तो टाइम ऐसे ही चला जाएगा, बूढ़े हो जाएंगे, हम शरीर भी छोड़ेंगे, डूइंग एवरीथिंग बट नॉट द थिंग. What is the thing? Sadhana for our own evolution. Should we be more worse than this in next life? Should be better. शुरू करो कुछ ना कुछ. Then don't stop there. Keep on increasing the depth of sadhana, quality of sadhana, quantity of sadhana, and in that sincerity, seriousness. Have a guru, living, surrender to him, take guidance from him, avoid whether guidance, any difficulties, find from him the solutions. इस तरह से जिंदगी हमको आगे बढ़ाते जाना है. सो नान्यत्व पदाम्भोजात पश्यामि शरणम नृणाम. So vehemently, emphatically, Kunti Mata says, there's nobody to whose feet we can go to Sharanagati for our own protection. And who are they especially? Bibhyatam mrityu samsarat. Those who are frightened and every day miserable in this samsara, whose only end is mrityu. Samsara and mrityu, mrityu samsara. मृत्यु संसार में मृत्यु रूप संसार जो अंत में मृत्यु तक ले जाती है. You all know these words meanings, therefore I don't need to explain so detailedly. So बिभ्यतां मृत्यु संसारात् ईश्वरस्य अपवर्गिकात्. So ईश्वरस्य पदाम्बोजात् अपवर्गिकात्, which are the given of the liberation. So how the whole श्लोक has to be chanted. मृत्यु ईश्वरात् ईश्वरस्य अपवर्गिकात् तव पदाम्बोजात् नृणाम् अन्यत् शरणं न प्रजा न पश्यामि मृत्यु संसारात् बिभ्यताम्. So मृत्यु संसारात् बिभ्यताम्. Those who are suffering in the mrityu samsara want to come out of them. For them, tava anyat, tava anyat, other than you. And who are you? ईश्वरस्य अपवर्गिकात् अन्यं शरणं न पश्यामि. Other than your own feet, I don't find any point of surrender for those people who are tortured or suffering or frightened in this mrityu samsara sagara. And we are all included in that. There is a fear of death, fear of old age, fear of somebody will take care of me or not, fear of the diseases. क्या क्या and after मृत्यु क्या होगा उसका भी डर. We are all the time suffering all these problems. If you really surrender at the feet of Krishna, he will give such a wisdom that you are not Jiva, you are not Deha, you are Atma. Atma is eternal, immutable, birthless, changeless, decayless, deathless. in its pristine, glorious presence. The Upadhis are playing here their role of birth and death, which never touch the self. This type of great knowledge the Lord Krishna gives us if we surrender to Him. Therefore, these slokas you must read today twice or thrice at home so that you'll have that beautiful feeling or prayers even learnt from them. So, Nanyattava padam bhojat pashyami sharanam runam. Runam tava padam bhojat anyam sharanam na pashyami. And who are those runam? Mrityu samsarat bibhyatam. And who are you? Ishwarasya apavargikat. So, of you the Ishvara and your feet who are the giver of apavarga. Apavarga is moksha. Pavarga is bandhanam. Pavarga. What are the pavarga aksharas? Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. You know, kavarga, chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, pavarga. Kachata tapa. Kakha ga ga nga. Chacha jana. Tatha da dhana. Tatha da dhana. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma is pavarga. Pa means papam. Pa means phalam. Ba means bandham. Bha means bhayam. Ma ante mrityu. It is called pavarga. Apavarga means ये पांचों निकल जाना is equal to moksha. Apavarga means moksha from all these five bandhanas. So your feet are the givers of moksha from all these five bandhanas. And other than those feet, for those who want to come out of Mrityu Samsara, there is no Anyat Sharanam. Is this thought entering into our ears? From the ears, is it going to our intellect? Is that intellect analyzing and understanding and accepting with all the authorities, examples, quotations of various shastras which shows to us the story of so many as bhaktas? And from that intellect, the understanding, is it percolating to our heart? And are we feeling for it? And from the heart, wholeheartedly, are we trying genuinely, seriously, sincerely to become the Sharanagata at the feet of Lord Krishna? If this we have done, everything we have done, everything else done, but this is not done, that means we have done nothing. कुंती माता अपने बच्चों के सामने डेमो करके दिखा रही है, and it's not a दिखावा, it's her own devotion. You know, again and again study Purana Ityasa, think about the great bhaktas, lakshanas, etc. For many, many lives, slowly our heart also becomes softened, and then it receives all these divine qualities, becomes a great asset for us. Let us live a beautiful, noble life of all values, all devotions. ये संसार का खचरा 24 घंटे खाने के ऊपर मान लड़ते हुए रहे जगन लोगों से. And we cry that nobody comes to my house, nobody calls me. And when they call you, you go and throw tantrums and come. Even if they come to your house, you insult them in such a way that they don't want to come again. How long all this lowest level of life we live? Don't you want to mature? Soch lo Baba. So go through these both slokas. Krishna Krishna Mahayogin. Hey Krishna, you are a Mahayogi. Vishwatman, you are self of the entire universe. Vishwabhavana, you are creator, protector, nurturer, nourisher of the entire universe. Prapannam Pahi Govinda. I have surrendered to you, O Govinda. Shishubhishcha Avasidatim along with children. So much I am suffering. And why are you doing prapatti to me? Krishna is asking as if she says, Nanyattava Padamojat. Pashyami Saranandunam, not only to me, to everybody in the universe other than your feet. There's a point of surrender, especially those who are Mrityu Samsara Bibhyatam. We are threatened, frightened every moment in the Mrityu Samsara. All the time, बाहर हंसते रहते हैं, but अंदर दम घुटते रहते हैं from that. And Ishwarasya Apavargikata, you are Ishvara and your Charanar, giver of the Apavarga Moksha. In this way, Kunti Mata's the few slokas are very, very exemplary for us. संस्कृत से सार काच करो इस श्लोक का, फिर अपने भाषा में या भगवान के चरण का इस भक्ति के लिए प्रार्थना करो, प्रयत्न करो. And the last shloka of hers is so beautiful, well often quoted this one. Namaha Krishnaya, salutations to Krishna, Karshanat Krishna. Then Shuddhaya, Shuddha means immaculate. Shuddha means no negativity in his intentions of any sort, right from taking the avatara till he goes back. Shuddhaya. Then Brahmane. So the Lord is Brahma, Parabrahma, Tata Shuddha also means uncontaminated by the Maya and three gunas, which he uses in creating, maintaining, and dissolving this world. So Namaha Krishnaya, Shuddhaya, non-impurified by three gunas, Brahmane, the pure Brahma. Morning class you are studying Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, and nowadays to Brahma Chintana after the Anandamaya Kosha in Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmandavalli, 6th Anu Akato, हम तो इतना चबा चबा के दबा दबा के सुन रहे खा रहे. Today's logics are so beautiful, no? Asti nasti, gachati na gachati. Then samashnute na samashnute, asti tyeva. Then the quotations from the Upanishads. Then the yukti is given. See how wonderful. You those who are coming to morning class, really, they are really given the gems of wisdom by Bhagavan Adi Shankara through the commentary based on the great Upanishads. So Krishna Krishna, Mahayogin, Vishwatman, Vishwabhavana, Prapannam Pahi Govinda, Shishubhishtavasitatim, Nanya Tava Padam Bhojata, Pashyami Sharanam Runam, Vibhyata Murti Samsara Sata, Ishwarasya Apavargi Kato. Now, Namaha Krishnaya, salutations to Krishna. Krishna is only in Bhatija Bante. Bhatija ne kya kehte? Bua, she is Bua, he is called as whatever maternal. हिंदी में क्या ना दामाद तो नहीं है वो भाई का बेटा जो भी है so though he is so in a relation but by now everybody else is Lord only taken avatara therefore Namah Krishnaya Shuddhaya we explained now Brahmane Satchidananda Swarupa Parama Atmane Paramatma is inside us beyond our Panchakoshas beyond a Jiva Bhava Paramatmane means Brahmane means beyond the Nama Rupa Shuddhaya means beyond the Triguna so Krishnaya means avatara then योगेश्वराय योग ईश्वराय योगेश्वराय योगेश्वराय योगियों का ईश्वर है तो योगेश्वर कहते हैं सारे योगों का ईश्वर है तो योगेश्वर कहते हैं योगेश्वर में कर्म योग भक्ति योग ज्ञान योग ध्यान योग he is the one who gave us by practicing which we reach him yogeshwar also means he has got all the upayas to protect us take care of us and help us एक बार शरण किया भगवान को कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है जिनकी रक्षा भगवान नहीं करते क्योंकि to take care of any of the children, you bhaktas, whatever the upayas are required, yeah, they are plenty with him. That's the meaning of Yogeshwaraya. Then Yogaya, you yourself is Yoga Swarupaha. Yoga here means Jnana Yoga, Jnapti Swarupa. Yogaya, Tamaham Saranangata. I am totally surrendered to you. Such a great these three shlokas. Having this way, when Kunti Mata surrendered, then this Shwafalka Putra Akrura and who was there next to Vidura, they are great jnanis of all the time. These Akruras, Viduras, these Maitreyas, ये सारे ना संत महात्मा योगी गण है सारे. Then they do consolation to Kunti ji. Thereafter, AKRURA ji calls a meeting before he leaves Hastinapura for his place of Mathura. Then that great teachings to Dhrutarashtra are worthy of listening, understanding, abiding in, practicing by all of us. What's that? Tomorrow we will see. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Suta Sharanam Mama Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Narada Sharanam Mama Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Natha Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Natha Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Natha Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Natha Narayana Vasudeva Om Mukhaṁ Karoti Vācānaṁ Angul Langhayate Girim Yat Krupātamaham Vande Paramanandamamadhavam Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunte Nasti Ayam Rasaha Atah Pibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchata Karechito Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuranam Dvadasha Skandha Om Abhasascha Nirodhascha Yataschadhyavasiyate Sa Ashraya Param Brahma Paramatme Iti Shabdyate Atha Chaturthodhyayah. Friends, having seen our 10th Skandha, which we just between started, we now see our 12th Skandha, which we are studying the entire Bhagavatam from last 1000 days. Almost 1000 दिन हो गए होंगे. कल बताऊंगा मैं आपको कितने दिन हुए हैं. So we have reached 12th Skandha. In that also, the 4th chapter, 5th and 6th, our Shuka Parikshit Samvada Rupi Bhagavata concludes. Suta Shaunaka Samvada goes for next 7 chapters. Then we have 4 chapters of Mahatmya. Very tasty, very cute it is. It is only 4 chapters that we may need 10-12 दिन उसको पढ़ने के लिए. So this is how our Bhagavad Adhyanam by God's and all Acharyas' grace going on happening unbroken from 1000 days. ये तो Guinness Book of Records होगा. Not even one day we have broken from July 1st 2020. So to May 8th onwards we started our Vedanta Vicharana till now 2020. We started Valmiki Ramayana August 1st, August 5th when Hanumanji's Sri Ayodhya Ram Mandir Shankustapana done. Without break, we continued for 750 days. We concluded that. These are all our offering to the Lord. Anyway, in the 4th chapter, we have 4 types of pralaya given or explained by Shukadevji on the demand or request of Sri Parikshitji. And the basic point in this, every day we are studying is what? Like Jatasya Maranam Dhruvam or Jatasya Dhruva Mrityu, the original is always subtle and unmanifest. That subtle and unmanifest, for some reasons and some purpose, comes into manifestation in the gross form. And that's why in front of our own eyes we are seeing the gross things again and again disappearing and dissolving into cause or the unmanifest. Therefore, the world in front of us, when we are seeing it so solid, substantial, never ever expect or trust that it will permanently stay there in the same manner. It is not possible. Everything, every being goes only. Tomorrow we'll see in the 10th chapter of Skandha, same beautiful thoughts are shared by our AKRURA ji to Dhrutarashtra. कि कौन कहीं permanent नहीं है. We do all nonsense just because of our attachment to our children. You are one of them. Please don't do all this biasness. Just love Pandavas. Already are so glorious. Otherwise, this glorious good behavior with them and values will fetch you Uttama Lokas. Else you will go to dogs. Like this only, our Akrura is going to tell to Dhritarashtra tomorrow. In the Dashama Skandha. So, in this way, the creation is always going to dissolve. Anybody whom we meet, we depart. और देह का ही ठिकाना नहीं और देह के कारण ही सारे संबंध हैं. How can they be permanent? Prepare mind in that way first. Therefore, love the people, serve the people, enjoy that. Instead of that, when you depend on them, they won't give you what you want. You'll always be disappointed. In this world, we are here to give, not the problems or troubles to others, love and service. So, the creation always complements itself in it's a dissolution. Dissolution is inevitable. You cannot stop it. So therefore, the Naimittika Pralaya, when Brahmadeva goes to sleep. Prakruta Pralaya, when the Brahmadeva's tenure is over, he is gone out of his duty, the new Brahmadeva comes. That time is called Prakruta Pralaya, in which all 7 Prakriti items go back into Mula Prakriti and how the sequence or steps, all that we have seen. Now, summarizing all the Upanishadic Jnana, all the Vedanta Jnana, all the Tattva Brahma Jnana, all the Jnana, a sincere Adhyatma seeker has to possess, practice to get to his own mukti. They are all being beautifully enumerated here by Shukadevji because of the sublimity of the subject, importance of it in our life. We are going through every shloka slowly, trying to open it up and grasp the essence. थोड़ा थोड़ा हमको पूरा तो नहीं होएगा to our capacities. So yesterday we have seen these beautiful shlokas 27 तक. Let us chant from 28 से लेकर के कहाँ तक पढ़ाएंगे? 44 तक पढ़ लो, 34 तक. ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः यत् सामान्य विशेषाभ्याम उपलभ्येत सभ्रमः अन्योन्यापाश्रयात् सर्वम् आद्यन्तपदवस्तु यतो विकारः ख्यायमानोऽपि प्रत्यगात्मानमन्तरा न निरूप्योऽस्त्यणुरपि स्याच्चेच्चित् सम आत्मवतु न हि सत्यस्य नानात्वम् अविद्वान् यदि मन्यते नानात्वं छिद्रयोर्यद्वत् ज्योतिषोर्वातयोरिव यथा हिरण्यं बहुधा समहीयते नृभिः क्रियाभिर्व्यवहारवर्त्मसो एवं वचोभिर्भगवान् धोक्षजः व्याख्यायते लौकिकवैदिकैर्जनैः यथा घनोर्कप्रभवोर्कदर्शितः हि अर्कांश भूतस्य चक्षुषस्तमः एवं त्वहं ब्रह्मगुणस्तदीक्षितः ब्रह्मांशकस्यात्मन आत्मबन्धनः घनो यदार्कप्रभवो विदीर्ये चक्षुः स्वरूपं रविमीक्षते तदा यदा ह्यहङ्कार उपाधिरात्मनः जिज्ञासया नश्यति तर्ह्यनुस्मरेत् यदैवमेतेन विवेकहेतिना मायामयाहङ्करणात्मबन्धनं चित्वाच्युतात्मानुभवोऽवतिष्ठते तमाहुरात्यन्तिकमङ्गसम्प्लवम्. These teachings of Shukadevji to Parikshitji in this 12th Skandha, 3rd chapter, Dekshukam, 4th chapter, is the essence of one Upanishad and the Tattvajnana given there. In the words which we can catch, Shukadevji is trying to put. In one go, we also cannot understand the sublimity of them. 3, 4, 5 बार गौर से श्रद्धा से सुनकर थोड़ा मनन चिंतन करके जहाँ कभी समझ में अटकते हैं गुरु महाराज से पूछ के उनका बताया भी ध्यान से सुनने समझने से हमको इनमें का जो तत्व समझ में आता है जिसको देने के लिए सारे उपनिषद आए हैं उसी का यहाँ सारांश. And this won't be revealed just like that. As we often say, by lot of upasana, prarthana done, more than that, so much of seva done to the Guru and Ishvara invokes the intuitive divine power in us. With that only we can thresholds and all these breakthroughs we can achieve to understand those things which are not understandable by ordinary intellects. We may be intelligent in the world, in our professions, in our sciences, in our technologies, in our mind management, in our human management, resource management. ये सब लौकिक है. लौकिक भौतिक is different from आध्यात्मिक ना. आध्यात्मिक विषयों को समझना है, we need to have the special intuitive power that comes by God's Guru's grace. If that is there, these things are beautifully understood. So we will see here these 2-3 shlokas today. What we have seen here in that mantra number, बुद्धेर जागरण देख चुका हमने कि सत्यम ही अवयव प्रोक्त भी हो गया. दिस 28 ऑनवर्ड्स यत सामान्य विशेषाभ्याम उपलभ्येत स भ्रमः अन्योन्यापाश्रयात् सर्वम आद्यंतवद अवस्तु यतु. These are all two things are told here. First, yat सामान्य विशेषाभ्याम उपलभ्येत स भ्रमः. Anything which is expressing as effect as well as its cause. Cause unseen, seen through the effect. Effect cannot exist without the cause. Whichever are pursued by us, सामान्य विशेष कहते हैं इसको. सामान्य is the cause, विशेषा is its effect. Like mud is सामान्य. The pot's given shape and name is called as vishesha. So the water is samanya, is a karana. Then it takes the shape of the wave. We call it as a wave or ripple or bubble or tide or froth or foam or breaker. Whatever you give the names, they are all called vikara. They are all called vishesha. So yat samanya vishesha abhyam upalabhyeta saha brahmaha. Then Brahma cannot be independent. No, it has to have its own substratum. That substratum is Parabrahma. That's okay. That we'll anyway discuss. But Anyonya Apashriyat. Why do you say that is a Brahma, Samanya, Vishesha? Because they are Anyonya Ashraya. Means what? Without the cause, the effect cannot be there. Without expressing as effect, cause has no meaning or purpose. Clear? And that effect of this cause can be multifold. Like we discussed yesterday, earth is a cause. And the effect of the earth are so many. If you take the earth as a mud, from that the effects are the mud pots are made, lamps are made, all of that. So too you can make the walls, you can make so many articles out of the mud. This is one effect of the mud. The other effect of mud is what? From the mud or the earth only, all the plant kingdom is coming. Eating that, we are all surviving. So these Visheshas cannot be without Samanya, and this Samanya without expressing as some Vishesha for a purpose, it has no meaning. ध्यान से सुना इस बात में, इस दुनिया में एक कोई भी कोना जगह भी, कोई भी चीज छोटा भी व्यर्थ नहीं है. It is useful for somebody or the other. So yat samanya visheshabhyam upalabhyeta sabhramaha. Okay, and anyonya apashriyat. And this anyonya apashraya, apashraya means एक के ऊपर दूसरा डिपेंड होना. in the mutual depending variables of cause and effect, they have another cause substratum for them on looker, in whose presence this cause, effect is effect, none of them touch. The pure awareness, the self. Yes, Anyonya Apashriyat. Therefore, the conclusion is what? Sarvam Adyantavat Avastu. Yat. Anything which has got beginning and end, it is not reality, even in middle when it is expressing in a specific form for a specific purpose. वेदांत का एक अति मुख्य विषय क्या है? व्यवहार को पारमार्थिक सत्ता मत देना, व्यवहार को व्यवहार के स्थाई पर ही रखना। परमार्थ केवल परमात्मा ही है। तो परमात्मा जो परमार्थ है उनको पाकर उस आनंद में मग्न होते हुए ही ये व्यवहार जो मिथ्या है उसमें खेलो, उसका मजा ले लो। Have a full proper lunch or meals, then have a dessert or an ice cream, or you may be having a salad or anything. You cannot have junk food or salad or ice cream as a full meals. The meals is meals only. So this being abiding in the self is a proper meals, and all these things which are there in Vyavahara are only the side dishes only. कठोपनिषद में तो यमराज खुद ही कहते हैं अपने बारे में कि ब्रह्म ज्ञानी के लिए मृत्यु क्या है ना, उपसेचनम। यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रम च उभे भवत ओदनः। द ब्रह्म क्षत्र, दे बिकम द फूड फॉर दैट परमात्मा। देन मृत्यु यस्य उपसेचनम, उपसेचनम चटनी है कि नहीं? मृत्यु इज ए चटनी फॉर द परमात्मा। कैथा वेदयत्र सह, हु इज द वन हु कैन टच और realize that great grand glorious self unless one is properly trained, educated by the guru on the basis of shastras, trusting guru and shastra. Only when that person does the said sadhana, that he'll be able to touch that self for whom mrityu is also chutney. In another place it is called mrityur dhavati panchamahiti. भीषास्माद् वातः पवते, भीषोदेति सूर्यः, भीषास्माद् अग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च, मृत्युर्धावति। मृत्यु अपना धोती को ऊपर पकड़कर भागता रहता है, पीछे भगवान उनके डंडा पकड़कर, जाओ मैंने तुमको जो काम दिया कर, नहीं तो यू विल बी डिसमिस्ड डाउन। So in this way what we are seeing, adi antavast avastu yato. Remember, anything which has adi, which has anta, in between also it is only appearing. See, these knowledges you are able to listen because last 2-3 years regularly you are tuning and learn the art of grasping by listening. A fresh person first day, let us say, खूब खाकर बिना सोए क्लास में आए, मानो नींद ही आएगा, उनको बात पल्ला नहीं पड़ेगा. It's a samskara. Like if I am told to, if I am taken into a music class, या to a karate class, or even the computer class or medical class, मेरे को नींद आ जाएगा. Why? Because I am not exposed to that subject of medical terminology. What they talk about the physiology, the anatomy, the pharmacology of medication, is very new to them. It's a Greek and Latin to me. So to those who are just fresh comers, उनको तो ये lofty, beautiful Vedanta तो goes as bouncer or no ball. If he tries to face it, he'll be LBW only. But you and I, do you now understand the benefit of abiding and obeying the orders of the Lord, of listening to classes regularly for a sufficient period of time, that we are able to tune to the language, to the vocabulary, to the theme, to the subject, its glory, its benefits, its utilities, its way of practice, ये सारे चीजें हमको खुल जाते हैं. See, today's world, we are not like a great politician, we are not like a great doctor or lawyer or engineer. None of those professions we are masters, but we are mastering the profession called as making the life for the best. Spiritual. Can there be anything greater than spirituality in this world? देखो, भगवान ने हम सबको उससे बचाया, कहीं फंसने नहीं दिया हमको, ले आकर अपने चरण में रखकर ये मुक्ति देने वाला ज्ञान भरपूर प्रेम से डेली दे रहे हमको. हम कोशिश करके भागना भी चाहते हैं, भगवान ना कुछ करके हमको ले आ रहे. मैं तो मेरा तो कहता हूँ, सो मेनी थिंग्स हैपन अराउंड मी, बट माय क्लासेस, भगवान सेज, बेटा तू अपना क्लासेस तो कर, दुनिया जो है होने दो. इज इट नॉट अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग? Clear? Now, one shloka we will see today, the number 29th. Very, very important. Vikaraha ख्यायमानोऽपि प्रत्यगात्मानमन्तरा न निरूप्योऽस्त्यनुरपि स्याच्चेत् सम आत्मवतो. These are all the subtle Vedantic discussions. An ekagra mana, a shuddha mana, a jignasa yukta mana, a mana which has shraddha in Shastra at the feet of Guru. To those minds intellects only, these things become tasty. Like every tongue has its own taste. Nobody, no two people like same ice cream. No two people like same chutney. Nowadays I get every day disappointed. This not disappointed. What I like, I think it is liked by people. When I give them, they eat it, and after that they say it's not good. अरे पहले बताओ ना बच जाता item. In the same way, people are interested in the worldly things. To them, spirituality never tastes. But really, somebody who was purified by God's grace, Guru's कृपा, holding on to a guru for a decade or so, उनको तो इन शास्त्र ज्ञान में अमृत ही मिलता है. Redeeming knowledge, liberating knowledge. Beautiful it is. May we all become qualified that way to grasp this knowledge and its glory and imbibe it and practice it. Clear? Vikaraha kyayamanopi. Vikara means the Maya ka vikara rupi sara e jagat. Okay, jagat means jayate gacchati tishtati iti jagatu. Prapancha, pacha vistare prakarshena. सो पंच महाभूतांग का विस्तृति को प्रपंच कहते हैं. जो जन्म लेता है, मॉडिफाई होता है, नाश होता है, उसको प्रपंच या जगत कहते हैं. दैट जगत व्हिच इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस इज तमोगुणात्मक द्रव्य, रजोगुणात्मक क्रिया, सत्वगुणात्मक ज्ञानम. ऑल दीज आर त्रिगुणात्मिक एंड दैट इज फ्रॉम माया. माया का विकार है. देखो द विकार मीन्स द एंटायर वर्ल्ड. सो द विकार द एंटायर वर्ल्ड ख्यायमानः अपि. दो उसका ख्याल हमको होता है, उसका ज्ञान हमको होता है, उसका परसेप्शन हमको होता है, अनुभव हमको आता है, फिर भी प्रत्यगात्मानम अंतरा न निरूप्य अस्ति अणुरपि. Without the pure inner conscious self, even a micro of this entire universe is proved to be existing. प्रत्यगात्मानम अंतरा न निरूप्य अस्ति अणुरपि. थोड़ा सा सटल थॉट है ये. Without my own inner conscious self, I am just making the sentence. Listen carefully. The whole world, though it is experienced so solidly, substantially by us, the gross world in the waking plane, the subtle world in the dream plane, pratyagaatmanamantara na nirupya asti. Anurapi. थोड़ा पॉज करो, मैं भी पॉज कर रहा हूं. मतलब क्या है? द इनर कॉन्शियस सेल्फ इन मी, if this is not aware of the outer world, which is the vikar of the trigunas and the maya, it has no existence at all. है कि नहीं? मेरे अंदर के चैतन्य के द्वारा ही, अपने चैतन्य के लिए ही सारा जगत देखा जा रहा है और है भी. सो विकारः ख्यायमानोऽपि प्रत्यगात्मानमन्तरा न निरूप्यः अस्ति अणुरपि. स्याच्चेत्, if this world is existing simultaneously along with the our own Paramatma Vastu, then it must be Chit Sama Atmamato. It should be pure conscious self like us only. But it is not so. Ki, okay. So Vikarah Khyayamanopi Pratyagatmanamandara न निरूप्योऽस्ति अणुरपि स्यात् चेत् चित्समात्मवतु. So, pure conscious self is in me. What is the statement of fact mentioned here? The entire world, though you are perceiving, experiencing, it cannot be even an anu also have its own independent existence apart from the self. Be attentive. If it has got it independent existence apart from the self, it also must be Chaitanya. And if it is Chaitanya and I am also Chaitanya, then Chaitanyas cannot be two. Therefore, it must be me only. Therefore, world is correctly understood in two ways. Either the world is not at all there other than me, or the world is me only. Other thing is what? World is there for other than me. In that way, identify with the world, that becomes the cause of bondage. Okay? That Sarvatma Bhava with the Jagat should be there, or there is no Jagat other than me at all. Jagat is there, a part of Jagat is me, the other part is mine, the other part is not mine. In this way, with one part Panchakosha Hanta, with some people Mamata, and the other people Namamata, these are all samsara. If the world is there, it is not there other than me. Or I am myself, I am the world. Otherwise, it is not there. So that is what he says. Vikaraha khyayamanopi pratyagatmana mantra nirupyah styanurapi syachet chit samaha and atmavatu. World, if it is existing independently apart from the self, it should be the like self, it should be consciousness also, but it is not there. That means what, consciousness has no independent existence, so it is existing because of and for the conscious entity only, and that is me. That is why any Jada, the Chaitanya has to illuminate there. If the Chaitanya is not there to illuminate the Jada, Jada has no purpose, no recognition also by anyone to recognize. Chaitanya is required. Morning we have seen, if you Mrud Bijavat Cheta Jadam Atma Asti, what was even no Kamayitrutvat? Do you remember morning Taittiriya Upanishad? Kamayitrutvat Chetanameva, not Jadam. So this is how, this is one important shloka. Then of the truth there are no multitude. See, one thing is proved, what self jagat is unreal. It is not existing other than Paramatma. Second one, this self cannot be two. It is one without second. That has to be proved. So karya and karna. Jagat is karya and Maya is karana. This Jagat, Karya, Maya, Karana mutually ashraya. Those mutually ashraya are the Brahma. For them, the another substratum must be there. That itself is Paramatma. Point one. Point two, entire world, how much ever is really seen, it cannot be independent of the self. Point three is what tomorrow, which we are going to study. Even this Brahman also, Sadvastu, there are no manyness in it. It is also one without second. Then a very sublime example is given how one gold is called all by all of us in various ornamentations name. In the same way, by you and me, with our own trainings given to us by the elders, one Paramatma only we are seeing, but calling it variety of names. All these sublime things will come tomorrow to focus some attention and try to grasp it to the extent we can. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasu Purnamadaya Purnamivavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namo Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Nadatra Suryo Bhatina Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bandhuto Yamagnihi तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य वासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ओं नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् ओम मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र नक्षत्र विहारिणे वारसाद्रूपाय गीताचार्याय मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र रणक्षोण विहारिणे वारसाद्रूपाय गीताचार्याय मंगलम। ओम श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संदन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। Thank you, friends. Just a minute, we'll be back with our study of Adhyatma Ramayana little bit. Om Namo